sucks that we didn't get a resolution to the side quest in that. Whatchamacallit. You know, I was right about this. I was thinking to myself, like, hold on a second. Menancia? Like, what? Can't even go over there right now. I thought something was afoot. Where am I trying to go?
We finally made it.
Okay, off we go.
Oh my gosh, those guys
My books are
pacing after me.
Let's see what you've got.
Mega Ray! Nothing gets by me! Tidal Wave! Fierce Evil! Lightning Condemned!
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Sleep now! This'll come in handy.
Oh my gosh, they're so close.
Stop me! Remind me to stay on your good side.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Well, looky here.
Before we fight the boss, I will. Oh, hello. We'll press all the wrong buttons. Mental defense, we don't really care about that. Let's work on some easy over limits, I guess. Right, elemental attack. The Divine Saber? That's 4. That's very expensive. Hey, Dante. Hits. All of those are so expensive. I think doing more damage to downed enemies is probably more effective.
That thing looks like trouble. Quite. I doubt we'd fare well against it.
Nothing to it but to do it. I guess a 42.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Resonate with the
Airborne Beast. My spec.
You are weak.
Shattering to pieces! Take this!
Rising Falcon!
Far enough!
Rising Falcon!
Okay,
Here I go. They smite.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Or the seal line!
We need to take care of the little guys first. Okay.
Here, let me help.
Thrilling performance.
Time for me to participate in this.
Sleep now and never miss.
Rending you
The blah
apart.
blah blah magic tidal wave. Lightning condemned. I'll heal you all. Sleep now.
Air pressure.
Feel.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop dying. Savior. Raging storm.
Leave the chargers to me.
Taking on me.
Purge malevolence. Arctic waterfall. In here.
Walk over there, don't mind me.
Pull nothing back!
Be still. Bloody on your knees.
Okay, glad I didn't cast it.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arm.
The wind!
Magic is there. Tidal wave. Go. And again.
Do it!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Resonate with the earth! Certainly not.
Raging Cascade. Spread.
Be still! You can't lay a finger on me!
Hold on. I don't know what is what. I guess
What about you?
that's the
Just
wing.
watch and see! Rising Wyvern!
Bathed in
Take
blood.
Raging Cascade.
Bloody howling!
Sleep now.
Burn in hell!
Look
wide
at you
open.
tucked
It
away.
won't escape me!
Demon Fang!
Tidal
Double
wave.
Demon Fang!
This one's mine.
Armor won't save you!
March
Resonate with the
requires
earth!
complete focus.
On your
I'm
Stay away from my friend!
rending you a bloody howling!
Be still!
fight lesson.
Rising
Take
Falcon!
this.
Flaming Thrust!
Radiant
Rising Falcon!
Denied. Hear me. Flame of
Everlasting
fury.
darkness.
Raging Cascade. Hear my call. Sleep now. Let's get you all tucked away.
Oh my god.
Now
That had me
The
shook.
one you get the gist.
Rising Wyvern!
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave.
Radiant look here.
Burn!
How
Raging
about
Cascade. Sleep now. Healing circle.
I'll smash you! Thanks, Shield.
Tidal
Be
wave.
careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
tidal wave?
I'll do better. Everlasting darkness. Negative gate.
Radiant here. Here, let me help. Lightning descent. In here, this one's mine. This one's ready. Magic is there. In here, healing art. Get on there together.
Take this!
You gonna charge me?
Here's the Evo.
You gonna charge me?
Can't move! I couldn't make it in
Alright,
time.
you missed.
Bloody howling!
That's fast.
Action. Divine Savior.
Can't get out of this!
Not done yet!
Raging Explosive. Here's the Evo. Seal. This'll come in handy. Tidal wave. Where's the ammo? Alpin. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Back into the fray.
Alright, 50%.
Take it! Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang!
Amazing.
Flame
Sleep
inside
now.
me yearns to be let free!
Oh,
Got
keep it down. One more time.
Now's our chance. Tidal wave.
Rising Wyvern!
One more.
Come on!
Raging star. Here goes.
Rising Wyvern!
In the sky is mine. Celestial runner. Breeze lancer.
Lightning Thrust!
Take that.
Rising Falcon!
Iron resistance. Denied. This one's mine.
Such unadulterated fury!
Got the Radiant. Raging
Oh my
Cascade.
goodness.
Seal. No more
Damn,
playing nice.
Sion.
Shattering pieces. Attack time. Tidal wave.
I can carve through armor!
Here's a healing art. First aid.
Reflect on thy
There.
sins.
Raging
Smite with
Cascade.
blackened
Mega
blade.
ray. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
Any big damage?
Raging Cascade.
You require a
Take this!
Take this!
Seal.
Flame inside me yearns
Lunar
to be let
corruption.
free!
Tidal wave.
This one's
Down.
mine!
My
Got him on the run!
Don't get cocky.
Right.
In here.
Still anyone's fight! Nice work!
Sleep now.
On your knees.
Divine Savior. Healing circle.
Now I can let loose!
Ready to go. Right back at you.
Resonate with the earth.
Rising
I'll
Wyvern!
heal you all.
On your knees.
Healing circle.
Ready and rip!
Alright,
Resonate
so
with the
crazy.
earth. You came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword and with my thorns.
This one's all mine! Not
Oh
today!
my god.
Radiant pierce.
Such unadulterated fury.
I'm out of ammo.
How do I fight an enemy that just keeps running around?
I never miss.
Now! While it's
Raging
reeling!
Take it down.
Support?
Dragon Swarm!
Mega ray.
Armor won't save you!
Sonic Thrust!
Here goes. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning strike.
In a bind?
Glacial
Hurricane
spear.
Thrust!
Pierce the eagle. Fight. Sion. Astral energy. Full throttle!
Okay. The core break while the over limit was active? That was pretty nice.
My exploits are bearing fruit.
That was pretty nice. Ooh. Penetration. What was up here? Oh, elemental attack. That's fine, that's fine. Let's work on that. Mid-air jump. I think we're gonna work on that next. Work on that next too. Plus 50 defense sounds pretty nice. You know, pretty nice. Let's give you a mid-air jump. That sounds fine. I believe these are all the side quests that I can do right now, so we'll have to continue with the main story.
We finally made it.
Are those twisters finally gone now?
Yeah.
Yep, they're all gone now. Those tornadoes were no match for me.
How?
Well, I'll be. Just what sort of magic did you use on those things?
Huh?
Actually, it was a team effort with Shion here, right? Yeah. I know how to fire a gun, so... So, what were you doing while she fired, young lady?
Well...
Well, I was cheering her on, giving her orders, and I'm giving her food.
Hey!
I'm not a dog, Rinwell. The point is, there are no more Zoogles for you to worry about. Anyway, see you later. You're leaving already. You're a little twister yourself, young lady, full of energy and gone in a flash. Master Art Burning Strike. Interesting. Use the magic of gun. I mean, it does seem like a magic gun. Faster AG recovery. Okay, always appreciated. Cyclone. 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 Ooh, weak point damage? What are we working on right now? Elemental attack 50. That's more important. But Cyclone. We gotta work on Cyclone. Really. K2 got enough as well. This is where things get dicey for me, because now I don't know where to go for him. The over limit extension next. And then... go with a 5+ combo performed. That one's just harder. I learned Burning Strike. Oh, which is a fire spell. Aha. She now has fire abilities now. Okay, okay, okay. So now we get rid of sharpness. Holy Lance. But we're skipping directly to Divine Saber. Interesting. It's probably for the best, to be honest. Let's to an electric discharge. To a safe. Need to rest at the inn.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
No cooking. I had one of the craziest dreams last night. I was, I don't know, at like some very big gathering. And it's like way out in the countryside on like these hills, and there was like this temple or something like that. And there was like these like
That was quite the little adventure we
little
went on.
cliff sides, but you know, like hills and things like that. Hilly cliff sides.
Did anybody see that?
And I guess there were some problems with the police, because they were doing something on some other sides of cars. Didn't really see what they were doing, but I decided that I was gonna hide from them because police. And eventually I got into a car, or like in between these cars, because I guess they were just parked too close together. Like try to outmaneuver the police. And it eventually, I guess, got to a point where I stayed there for a while. And after a while, I decided to leave because I heard something. And in the distance, I see police shooting at something, you know, like way off in the distance. And I couldn't really figure out what it was. And then that thing in the distance started shooting. And it was like super, you know, like in the movies where you have those crazy machine guns and things like that. And their bullets are 40 times the size of the bullets that other people are shooting. It was kind of like that. And that thing was shooting at the police. I was like, okay, crazy stuff is going on. And then that thing started, after it, you know, dealt with all the police, it took off. And then it started shooting at all the people around me and at me. And I was like, oh,
soldiers.
no. So I had to run away.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
It was very scary.
Oh, glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
This is taking
Traitors like you
forever.
shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
I don't know if that's worth it. But I am curious.
Sounds like
cancel
you.
Shut him down.
and save it. And then cast it again. What do I get?
Coming through.
You just canceled my experiment, Alvin.
Inferno!
Water, here are the
Well,
flames.
we got fire stuff now.
The flames will roar. In here.
See what our fire stuff.
Lower your stockpile.
Fire tornado.
The flames will roar.
Everlasting darkness.
Somebody
Be
deal
careful
with
not
this.
to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Seal. Get on in there with
I'm
the
experimenting.
others. Here's the evil. Blazer.
Need to not target her. That's just a bigger fire tornado.
The flames will roar. Seal. This will come in handy. In here. More for the stockpile.
we go.
I'm on a roll.
Alright, so
You
immediate.
fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
More for the stockpile. Fire!
Eat dirt!
Get toasty!
Oh wow. That was like frame perfect boost strike.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor's what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
I felt better, that's for sure.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it. I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you. Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion? Possibly.
Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Voron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Mushroom, mushroom.
Hi, Hootle! Burning strike! Here's the flame of fury! Burning strike! Are those arms even natural? Here's evil! Let me save this one! Burning strike! I can do this all day!
I was.
The flames will
Prepare
roar!
to be sealed.
In here!
I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
The flames will roar! Sleep now!
Picking on
More
us.
eruption! Fire!
Begin!
Annihilation! Hit!
I'm ready!
Vigora! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Ends.
Indeed. Well, so... You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. Let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
Dohalim is on the right track there. I wasn't even thinking about that. Let's go, Dohalim. Alright, let's go through all of these. One has attack. One's also not bad. Right. X-Breaker.
Out of our way! The flames will roar! Burning radiant blood in your dreams! Here!
Maybe I'll catch.
Dance in the wind! Air your wings won't save you from me! Watch and bleed!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit
Mine.
still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
They smite with
Sleep
flashing
now!
blades!
This'll come in handy! Fire!
Execution! Green face!
Do it!
Bloody howl!
Looks like it could be worth something. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Oh, let's fight everybody. Everybody put your hands in the air. Waving like you just don't care.
Sleep now. Negative glacial They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious. Now pierce!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Plenty for you
If
all!
it's in the sky, it's mine. Here, let me help.
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see about that.
I see what I'm targeting.
Easy and snaring
His
to me.
natural defenses are faded. I'm a sitting duck.
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never. Divine savior!
Turn the tables on us.
There are still more left. Retreat!
Right. No time to hold back.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both.
Some burning strike mastery going.
You get dead. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm ready. You get fear. Here's evil. You get dead. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't get careless.
Got everything but one. That might imply that there's an enemy cap.
I won't forgive you.
Can you take it?
That's a laser.
Statue wielding art has taken too much damage.
Leon, please.
First aid.
Oh, she managed to get that first aid.
Over so soon?
Crazy.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Hamburger. There's definitely an enemy in here. What I say.
Go no further.
A scream, babe.
I can shatter any steel!
Dance in the wind! Annihilation!
We got flyers.
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! You have to be incredible technique!
Brute force is nothing without arrogance of form.
I don't know if I'd say nothing. That's my cue!
Shut him down. Doubling in an instant. Impact block.
To achieve such harmony.
Takes a singular will.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
That was the wrong button. Fire 1. I was hoping to leave it
Out of our
in.
way! A chain between heaven and earth! They're surrounding us! Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too!
I shall seal you where you stand.
Annihilation! Lightning! Down! Divine Savior! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Linwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine. Divine Savior!
Stand
Okay.
back. I'll trip it
I'm
up.
bringing the ruckus. At least it
Everyone
feels
hanging
like
in
it.
there?
Could be totally and completely wrong. Everybody else could be bringing the ruckus. Yenfu. Oh no. Oh no. Strange but cute hat-clad lure. bounciness makes it all the more appetizing to boss fish. Maybe it's not the Bien food that I recognize. Maybe, just maybe.
Little help! First aid! This one's mine! Radiant here!
I shall ensure you survive this.
I believe Bien Phu is the mascot character of
Divine Sweet dreams! You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better.
Tales of Berseria.
I'm ready! Sweet dreams! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Has like a top
You
hat.
sure showed them!
Fight in here too. Oh. Buff Bangle. Boosts all the wearer's stats. That's each time they defeat an enemy.
Maybe it's time I try on something new.
That item intrigues me. Temporary. I should have saved.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So... Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Save. Mark.